In the village of Ithiru, Njeri and Kamau's secret meetings were about to cause big trouble. They met under the cover of night, their love blossoming in the shadows, away from prying eyes. But little did they know, their secret was not as safe as they thought. They didn't know someone had seen them, and things were about to get bad. The village was small, and secrets had a way of coming out. The person who saw them was not just any villager, but someone who had a vested interest in maintaining the old ways. A serious man, with eyes that looked like a hawk's, told the elders about the couple's forbidden love. His voice was filled with urgency and a hint of satisfaction, as if he relished the chaos he was about to unleash. "They have broken our rules," he whispered angrily. His words were like poison, spreading quickly through the council. The elders' faces got hard like stone. They were the keepers of tradition, and any threat to their authority was met with swift and severe action. "We must do something now. We can't allow this." The elder's voice was firm, leaving no room for dissent. The council nodded in agreement, their minds already made up. Njeri's father was called to meet the elders. He walked into the room, his heart heavy with dread. He knew that nothing good ever came from a summons by the council. The room was filled with the smell of burning incense and worry. The air was thick with tension, and the flickering light of the candles cast eerie shadows on the walls. "Your daughter's actions have brought shame to your family." The elders' words were like a hammer, each one striking a blow to Njeri's father's heart. "The wedding to Karanja must happen right away." He nodded, knowing that resistance was futile. Tradition was a powerful force, and going against it was unthinkable. Everyone was quiet. The weight of the decision hung heavy in the air, a silent testament to the power of tradition. Tradition was a heavy weight on Njeri's father's shoulders. He felt the burden of generations pressing down on him, demanding that he uphold the old ways. Kamau was also facing trouble. His love for Njeri was pure, but it was also dangerous. He knew that going against the elders was a risk, but he couldn't imagine a life without her. His friends, now worried, warned him. They had seen what happened to those who defied the council, and they didn't want Kamau to suffer the same fate. "Kamau, going against the elders will get you punished." Their voices were filled with concern, but also fear. They knew the power of the council, and they knew that Kamau was playing with fire. "Leave Njeri before it's too late." They urged him to abandon his love to save himself from the wrath of the elders, but Kamau was determined. His love for Njeri was stronger than his fear. He couldn't imagine a life without her, and he was willing to risk everything for their love. He loved Njeri with all his heart. Every moment they spent together was a treasure, and he couldn't bear the thought of losing her. "I won't leave her!" His voice was filled with resolve, a promise to himself and to Njeri. "I'll fight for our love." He knew the path ahead would be difficult, but he was ready to face any challenge for the sake of their love. Njeri's parents told her what the elders had said. Their faces were filled with concern, but also determination. They believed they were doing what was best for her, even if it broke her heart. Tears filled her eyes as she told them she loved Kamau. Her voice trembled with emotion, but her resolve was clear. "I love Kamau. Please try to understand." She pleaded with them, hoping that they would see the depth of her love and change their minds. But they wouldn't listen. Tradition was too strong. Their faces were set in stone, unyielding in their decision. Even though everyone told him not to, Kamau decided to talk to the elders. He knew it was a long shot, but he had to try. He couldn't give up on their love without a fight. The elders' hut looked scary, like a monster. It loomed over him, a symbol of the power and authority he was about to challenge. "I have to make them understand." His voice was filled with determination, a silent vow to himself and to Njeri. He went inside. Everything went quiet. The air was thick with anticipation, every sound amplified in the silence. Kamau's heart was beating fast. Each beat echoed in his ears, a reminder of the stakes. The picture slowly faded to black. The outcome of Kamau's brave decision hung in the balance, a cliffhanger that left everyone on edge. Would tradition tear Njeri and Kamau apart, or would their love win? The question lingered, a tantalizing mystery that begged for resolution. Find out next time on Cursed Bonds, a forbidden love story.